everybody, welcome back to another episode of Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 Parallel Quest with Mods, and I just want to let you guys know that I am planning to up production of this series. I'm planning to do this series twice per week, once at the beginning and once at the end. I think I have enough stuff stacked up for me to do now that I can actually do it, have fun with it, and actually have enough content for you guys, like enough differing content for you guys to actually enjoy. And yeah, this has always been a series that I've loved doing, like approaching, sorry, I got a little bit of Rick Sanchez in me apparently. Approaching 100 episodes, obviously I love it. The community loves me back because people like Cali Kings and Leon Exodio and all sorts of other people have been helping me with like early access to mods so I can test it for them and everything like that. So yeah, expect to see more of that. And just a little thing, this is the second time I'm actually having to record just this part of it because the audio levels were messed up because I had to update Bandicam, and I guess the audio levels were off, so I am doing this for a second time, which proves that I in fact do like doing this. So yeah, so today we've got Rick Sanchez, original Rick. So yeah, this one has a lot of potential, but his moves are a little bit simplistic. However, from what I played with him, I do have to say his stat scaling is pretty solid. Like, he can hang with anybody, really. So we're going to be playing as regular Rick first.
Way to spend your time. Good work.
And yeah, I know. It's great time. So next, this is actually a mod that somehow slipped by me. This is just Caulifla. Probably the best looking Caulifla so far. And this comes for us from Nephilim. And I've covered mods from Nephilim before, although, like, I'm not saying that his mods are bad or anything. I'm definitely not. It's just I can't remember what they are. I do remember being impressed by them, though. So I know that this is going to be good, and I'm very interested in a couple of things. One, you got a custom finisher on him, the custom ultimate, I should say, the Fury Energy Wave, and then you also have the Saiyan Lancer. So that ought to be pretty interesting, and also she may have a little special transformation that was used very, very briefly in the Tournament of Power. So we'll be taking a look at that second. And finally, we've got, straight out of Super Dragon Ball Heroes, we've got Golden Cooler. I never thought that a Golden Cooler design would actually get me excited, but this is pretty, like, I hate to use this expression because it just doesn't sound very organic, but the only thing that I can really say about it is it looks clean. Like, it looks like a natural progression if he were to turn golden. Like, I don't know what it is specifically that I like about it, and I couldn't tell you what it was, but it just looks really good. And I'm very happy about that because I like Cooler as a character. I thought that he's I just think that he's a interesting character overall. Especially, like, compared to his brother, because I think that given the chance, Cooler would kind of chill out and, like, just be, like, a warrior just in general. Like, he wouldn't be necessarily, like, this super, like, I have to enslave the galaxy. He'd probably be all like, no, I'm going to go across and test my skills and everything like that. So, yeah, we'll be covering Golden Cooler last, and he's actually got, let's see, two special custom moves, a super in the Emperor's Crusher, which I'm interested in seeing what that is, and then he's got Emperor Supernova, which I believe is supposed to be a faster version, at least faster, maybe a little bit more powerful version of the Supernova Cooler, which is a fucking insanely powerful ultimate. So let's go ahead and put him in. Let's get to Rick Sanchez real quick, though. So I know that you guys may have a question especially you guys who may have watched the last episode. And if you guys want to check that out, where I checked out Pickle Rick and God of Destruction Rick, I'll put that in the ending annotations of this video. The question: are we getting Morty? The answer: yes. Yes, we are getting Morty. Callie is working on him. He's already got the standard version of him based off of the show done. And he is going to give a couple of alternate costumes. So that's going to be interesting to see. And hopefully not too long from now, I can actually show you guys that as well. But I'm hoping that he takes a little bit of time with the move list, because there's a lot of potential for both of the characters, especially Rick. So let's go ahead and get on with it with Rick. So we're gonna help out Jocko real quick because he's a cool bro, and I guess because this Frieza guy's kind of a dick. If anybody's gonna rule the galaxy, it's gonna be me. That's my best Rick, and I guess this is actually pretty appropriate that I chose Rick for today's episode, because today is the day that we actually found out that we're getting a lot more Rick and Morty, specifically 70 episodes. So basically 7 seasons of Rick and Morty are pretty much guaranteed to us now, which is fucking amazing. So that's great. I want to talk about the move list a little bit, though. I want to talk about a really, what I do like so far. I like the Ginyu Force special combo because it's just a good move overall that you just don't see used that much. And, like, it's based off the Ginyu Force, so how can I really say no to that? A move that I also like too is Brave Heat. Like, if you could set it up, it's a pretty solid move overall. Now, I'm going to talk about the weird things here. Super Guard. Super Guard, I guess, is okay if you know how to use it. I'm not a big defensive maneuver user in general, so there's that. But Dodon Ray here. Dodon Ray has, like, I get why he would have it, but also I would like to suggest something. What about the actual ray gun from Jocko, okay? But it guard breaks, because that sounds like something that Rick would actually do. He's like, ugh, I got no time for this shit, and then he, like, shoots the ray gun and it breaks their guard. Like, that sounds very, very much like Rick. Oh, dang. Jocko would make a great member of the Ginyu Force. Or, you know what? What would be cool is if, like, the Ginyu Force got resurrected and, like, for some reason Ginyu didn't come back, and Jocko just led them as, like, galactic patrolmen instead of the Ginyu Force. That would be a really cool, like, what-if scenario. Oh my gosh, like, some modding wizard really needs to do that. Like, make a galactic patrol version of the Ginyu Force. That would be so fucking cool. Hey, that's not nice. Feel like a big man now, beating up on... Ah, jeez. There's a little bit of a... Seems like I'm dropping a frame or two every now and again with this recording. Don't know why, but it's happening. It's fine. Oh, jeez. Gotcha. Get out of here. And I believe that this is Hit's fighting style, by the way, so yeah. Another thing that I would say is, like, I understand the body change. I really do. However, it's really just impractical. Like, in this mode. Uh-oh.
So, HQ says we have enough footage for that Galactic Patrol TV show. Let's call it up and go home.
I'm gonna get you. Oh, yeah! Okay, let's do. Come here. So this is definitely like original, like super, like Dimension C-137, I think it is. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But like, I wonder what dimension like Kakarot actually hails from, because I can't imagine that he would just be straight up, oh, this is just Dragon Ball versions. Like, oh, this is one of the Dragon Ball versions. Because remember, we have God of Destruction, Rick Sanchez from the last video as well. So obviously there must be a Dragon Ball universe in which Rick Sanchez exists, and then he became the God of Destruction. But I do have a... Oh, wait a minute, I got it. I know what it is now. There is a Dragon Ball dimension in which Rick Sanchez is the hero of the universe, and Morty is like the Grand Priest or something, because I think that's what one of Morty's alternate costumes will probably wind up being. Either that or it might be a angel costume. One of the two. Like, I personally think he would go, like, I think the way to go would be to have a Vegeta costume for the Kakarot counterpart, and then the Grand Priest costume as a counterpart for the God of Destruction.
You're a lot stronger than I expected.
Oh, wait a minute. The God of Destruction, like, the Grand Priest would be Evil Morty, so it would have the eye patch. Because you know how everybody's so suspicious of the Grand Priest, even after, like, the tournament. I think, like, since the series is going to continue, I think there's still a chance for him to actually, you know, wind up being evil.
That's elite.
All right.
Super
We
elite.
did it. Yeah.
Sometimes I'm afraid of my own talent.
Well, thank you for that, I guess, Jocko. Yeah, it got my ear. Why does that hurt? Okay, here we go. Bring it on, you golden bitch.
I'll show you true gold.
He's just like, golden, huh? So that's your thing? I think that's a little tacky, don't? I think that's a little tacky. And fucking Golden Cooler's up the side and be like, hey, and then it's just like, don't worry about it. It looks good on you. It looks good on you. But at the same time, like, you had to do Golden too. You couldn't have picked like Diamond or, you know, Silver or anything. What about a nice, like, what about a nice more spikes or something like that, you know? How about you grow a bunch of red fur? Oh, God. Alright. No. Go to hell. No. Oh. I didn't know I could actually combo that and it would actually avoid damage out of the Emperor's Death Beam. It's a really cool thing to know. But yeah. I would say another thing to potentially change about Rick is his evasive. Like, don't get me wrong, the super front jump ain't bad at all. In fact, I've been using it a pretty good bit, but I think like an android barrier or something would be pretty cool. And another thing to consider for Rick is two things. Or actually three, now that I think about it. One is that, like, you could technically use the rocket punch on him, or for him, I should say. Because, I mean, there was that episode where they went to the theme park, him and Jerry went to the theme park where everybody couldn't die, and then, like, they did the little time skip, or the dimension shift, I believe it was, and Rick, like, eventually, like, showed that, like, his hand could fucking come apart or some shit like that. I guess, yep. Oh, bitch! Another thing that I was considering is actually two potential alternate costumes. This one was an idea that I had from the previous episode. Oh, jeez, it got Golden Cooler. Son of a bitch. Nobody messes with my bro! That's right, nobody will ever love you, Frieza, because you're a doughy-faced, pampered snob. Oh my god! I mashed up a bunch of different things there. Game Grumps was in there a bit, of course. It has to be, because fucking I listened to Game Grumps on repeat, like, just at work, so that I could actually, you know, keep my sanity. But you'd think it would be the other way around. But that's it for Rick Sanchez. Overall, stat-wise,
Don't rest on your laurels.
that's right, Callie. That's pretty much what I would have to say. Is stat-wise, this character is good. His moveset is good enough for right now, but Callie, I seriously think that if you gave him the ray gun and you did a guard break with it, like, that would be like the ultimate just super move that would just scream like, this is Rick. Because he would just do something like, nah, not dealing with you, pow, guard break, pow, 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 or something like that. Another thing that I was gonna say is 2 potential costumes for Rick. I don't know if you want to keep on doing them, but, like, this is 2 ideas. One, super buff Rick, like, because you remember, if you guys remember, there was an episode, it was the, cursed demon where he was selling like cursed objects out of his stuff, and then him and then Rick and Summer eventually got really buff and beat the shit out of him and a whole bunch of other people. Like, that could be one. And there's one random one that I kind of thought of, but I don't know how this would be able to be paralleled on Morty. But Dr. Gero Rick, I think that would be a really interesting thing to attempt, at least. Like, I don't know how good it would come out, but just an idea, because, like, you know, that's the thing. Like, what if one Dragon Ball universe is Rick Sanchez was Dr. Gero? That would be kind of cool. Of course, he would probably win out in the end because he would not make the mistakes that Dr. Gero made. And yeah, so that's it for Rick for right now. I'm gonna try and do Kakarot in the next episode, or at least next week. Morty's coming along too. Hopefully you guys will see him pretty soon. So let's move right on along to Caulifla. Alright, everybody. We are back and we've got Caulifla. This, overall, the model looks incredible. We got some custom moves to play around with, and we got a custom transformation. Let's not waste any time. Let's just get into this, see how this goes. I'm playing one of the DLC quests, by the way, so I'm not sure exactly how long this is going to take. So bear with me a little bit. So she feels pretty good to fight with. She definitely, like, there's nothing about her specifically that I would say feels off in her basic combo.
This place is gonna be your grave.
Saiyan Lance. Oh, okay. Okay, so it's like it seems like it's a faster Tyrant Lancer, and definitely differently colored. Alright.
Along with his death.
So let's go ahead and actually take a look at transformations. While we're actually here, let's take a look. Alright, and Super Saiyan. Bam! Okay. Pretty solid. I mean, like, there's not much to the Super Saiyan transformation because her hair was already sticking pretty much straight up. But let's take a look at this one. I think you guys are going to be really interested in this. This is Ultra Super Saiyan. Yes. Oh, she's ripped. Oh my god. Oh, that's so funny. So yeah, that's Ultra Super Saiyan, and I'm pretty sure that we got one more. Yep, here we go, Super Saiyan 2! And that is another good part about that, because Nephilim actually knows that there's a difference between Super Saiyan 1 and 2's hair for Caulifla. Now, I'm kind of curious about something. I don't think I can But okay. All right. I was just really curious. Okay. Because I thought a Super Saiyan 3 would be pretty cool. But then again, we also have a Super Saiyan 4 Caulifla that we've already covered. If you guys want to take a look at that, and also some other forms of Rick that I've covered from past episodes, take a look in the ending annotations after this episode, and I'll show you a link for each one of those videos that I've done. And they're pretty recent, too. And speaking of the Super Saiyan 4 Caulifla, it comes from, you guys may know this if you guys have been watching for a little bit, the Dragon Ball ST pack. And I intend to start covering the rest of that because it's a huge pack. There's still stuff for me to do, but I'm curious. Let's see, what's Fury Energy Wave? Oh.
My analysis was insufficient.
Oh, God damn! That's a powerful move.
Extrapolating the next target area. There.
Yeah, you better run. She's gonna smack the dog shit out of you, dude. Oh my god, so Caulifla, that Fury Energy Wave is incredible. And I'm kind of wondering if it's actually available for CACs, because if you guys are new to modding and everything like that, because I know that some of you guys are, because this will be the first thing that I try to promote on Instagram.
How dare you mock the might
Some of you guys may not be aware that some custom moves can actually be used by CACs and obtained by CACs through the shop. Like, some modders will just leave that, leave that as a thing that you can do. Other mods, you kind of have to finagle with them a little bit in order to get them, but I would be interested in that.
You're not bad.
What do you mean it's a simple move? Get out of here. Boy, I hit somebody. I think I hit 18.
What a surprise. You're not bad at all.
God, I really wish they would have had Super 13 added into the game. However, it's one of those things to where, like, oh, well, the modders can add it, but at the same time, I'm just to the point where I'm like, they really couldn't see that that would have been, like, a thing that people would have wanted, unless, like, Bandai Namco is gonna really throw us for a loop and they're actually going to, like, do more DLC.
What's going on? How can someone like this exist?
Part of me says there is a slim, I will say that again, slim chance that that's going to happen. And the reason I say that is because of one reason and one reason only. The Dragon Ball movie. We could get the mysterious Saiyan from that movie as a character. We could. I have no idea if that is true. If we don't get him through, an official DLC, of course we'll get him as a mod and everything. But, I mean, it is completely possible. Because, I mean, we haven't heard anything about a Xenoverse 3 yet.
I didn't expect you to get this
But
far.
I think if we were going to hear about a Xenoverse 3, I think it would probably be towards October if we were...
Jeez, you're strong.
Ooh. More? More, you say? I will take more. So far, I'm actually liking Caulifla. She doesn't feel weak at all. Like, she actually hits pretty hard. So, kudos on that one, Nephilim. Very good on balancing her out and making her feel like she's in that upper class of character. Let's see. Oh, shit, that's right. I forgot about this.
I guess you just don't know when to quit. This is so annoying.
Okay, I think I actually noticed something about the music pack that I'm actually that I've been using for a while. In case you guys didn't know, I use the Budokai music pack, and just because I really like the soundtrack in those games, and apparently I think a fix has been done within the game somehow. And like the music doesn't fade out and then restart if you get too far away from your actual opponent. So I'm actually really happy about that. I just kind of noticed that just a second ago.
Watch out! Get back already!
Pull yourself together. That was nothing more than a light test.
Ooh, I got you, bitch.
Not as disappointing as I thought. Well, that was unexpected.
Ah, jeez. No. I wanted to hit him one more time. Okay. Don't you hurt Goku, you bitch. You still gotta teach Caulifla how to go Super Saiyan 3.
I should be
In which I
invincible.
think it was so strange that, like, there's a lot of people, me included, that wouldn't mind seeing the Universe 6 Saiyans just go into Super Saiyan 4. I think that would be a really interesting thing to see. Like, Super Saiyan 4 just versus God Ki. I wouldn't care about necessarily the results. Super Saiyan 4 is going to be my favorite form no matter what you really try and tell me as far as power-wise. Because, like, my actual like of it goes back, like, way back to GT Final Bout. Because that was the first game in which Super Saiyan 4 appeared. And it was an unlockable thing that I found, and I was just like, wow, look at this. And then other people, like, playing it with me were like, whoa, what the fuck is that? And then I was just like, I don't know. Like, apparently that's Super Saiyan 4. And, like, this is way before, like, the, way before GT actually came to the States in English. Because this was an imported copy that I had to do, like, the PS Exchange disc spring thing that you would have to put in your console in order to play imported games. But that is how far back my memory of Super Saiyan 4 goes. And then whenever I saw it in Dragon Ball GT, I was like, oh my god, this is where it comes from! I was so excited. And then whenever it appeared in Budokai 3 and like Tenkaichi, I was like, oh my god, this is it. So that explains my extreme love for this form of Super Saiyan 4. Like, I'm not gonna dick ride it, like, say that it's the be-all, end-all, that GT was the shit. I'm just saying that if you gave me a choice, like, Super Saiyan 4 is my favorite form, just because of all of that history that it has with me. But anyway, Caulifla. Yeah. I'm hoping that they do. I'm hoping that they do more stuff with Caulifla in the future. Like, I have a feeling that they're going to whenever Super continues, because they made her and Kale such a big deal in the Tournament of Power while they were there. Ooh. Did I negate the SS Deadly Bomber with the energy beam? That's pretty sick. Alright. Ah, jeez. Yeah. Yeah, come on. Ah, jeez. Alright. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, okay. Jesus, Android 13's defense is just batshit insane. I don't know what's going on. Nope. Fuck that. Oh, I got you. I'm gonna get you. Jesus. Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, what a finish. Oh my gosh. So, Caulifla.
I have nothing left to teach
Awesome, I got a
you.
Z rank apparently. But yeah, Caulifla is really fun. It's just cooler back there in the background, just being all like, hell yeah, we is a thing. And Rick's just like there, yeah, good job, you know, taking all that fucking time. But yeah, Caulifla is fun to play as. I definitely like how her stats are balanced out enough to where she can actually do some pretty good damage. I think that she could use, like, the only thing is, like, maybe she could use just a tiny bit more power, like, to strike, like, just for her supers and everything like that. But other than that, I mean, like, really solid mod. Of course, the mod, like, the actual character itself looks amazing. This is the best looking Caulifla that you are gonna find right now that's just actual, like, like, deviating from the design Caulifla. Of course, there's Super Saiyan 4 Caulifla, which you can check out in the ending annotations. But that's going to be it for that great mod overall. So we are going to be moving on to the man in the background right behind her, Golden Cooler. Let's get to it. Alright, and we are here with our final mod of the day. The newly revealed Golden Cooler from Super Dragon Ball Heroes. So, like I said, I'm a real big fan of this design. I did not think a Golden Cooler would work as far as design goes, but I am very happy to be proven wrong. Love the design. Can't wait to see how he scales, and I don't think I could have picked a more appropriate parallel quest to actually try him out in. Because we're going to go against Frieza in first trading, so the culmination is fighting him in golden form. So let's take a look here. Alright, just cool as huge. Whoa. Is that me doing that damage? Oh, Jesus. So far, Golden Cooler hits like a truck. Oh my god. That's cool. I like his combos.
This much in a while.
But then again, I haven't actually used Cooler a whole lot on my own. Like, I think I've only covered, like, 2 other Cooler mods, like, on this channel, just because, like, he's a character that doesn't really get a lot done for him. And I'm glad that, like, the guys over at, who were in charge of Super Dragon Ball Heroes definitely gave us this. Because this is pretty interesting. And something else that I thought was really interesting is, if you watch the trailer and everything like that for Super Dragon Ball Heroes where Golden Cooler debuts, he is actually helping Trunks. And, like, Trunks seems into it in the trailer. So I'm wondering what is actually going on. Like, if maybe this is a repented version of Cooler, or maybe he's just, you know, biding his time or something like that. And that actually brings up an interesting opportunity, too. A Golden Cooliza, like, straight out of Dragon Ball Fusions, I think would be pretty cool. But anyway, enough about just some of the trivial stuff about this. Let's actually get on to some moves. So, okay, so we got Crazy Finger Shot. Let's see about how much that does. Oh, come on. Not too bad. Okay, what about Emperor's Crusher? What the hell is that? Oh, okay. It's a counter move, alright.
I know this sounds cheap, but just call me Golden Frieza.
Oh, you can call me Golden Cooler. I'm going to take you out, brother. Alright, let's see. How about, let's try out Emperor Supernova, see how this goes. Oh, it's definitely faster and it hits just as hard. Holy mother of God. Golden Cooler is here and he is a monster. Oh my God. Oh my God. Golden Cooler has no chill.
It's time to dole out some vengeance.
Oh yeah, that's right, because Golden Frieza actually joins us for this last leg of this quest, which I guess this still actually does kind of make sense, because I'm pretty sure that eventually Golden Cooler will probably join us with Frieza. So let's go ahead and get onto this. I'm also really glad that they kept the Cooler's final form design. Boom. Why was he just standing there? What the Oh, nice one. Nice one, Earth Scientist. Oh, no you won't. Get out of here. Get out of here. We know what you're here for. Just get him over here. Are you serious?
I will eliminate anyone who gets in the way of my vengeance.
Frieza! I should have run while I still had a chance.
Come here. Jesus, Jocko, get out of here.
Frieza?
Okay.
No one told
Yeah,
me
there
about
we
this.
go.
Okay,
Here we go. Charging up.
I'll show you the
Here
power
we go.
well beyond that. Super Saiyan God.
Sorry,
All right.
we'll go easy on you.
Ooh. I think I negated an ultimate. Ooh, jeez.
Whoa! You're really well trained, aren't you?
Apparently so. I think something else that would be interesting is just to see how powerful Golden Cooler is compared to Frieza, because I think Golden Cooler would be a lot more disciplined while training. Like, I just see him as the more rationale and cool-headed of the two between him and Frieza. I definitely think there's some custom, like, combos at work here, too, which is awesome. Ooh. I don't know if we got him on the tail end of that or not, but we stopped him. Come here. Jesus, that move is so overpowered, but I kind of like it. I feel guilty. Oh, get out of here. Oh, shit. So,
I never would have thought that you'd be this strong.
honestly, Reddits, that's about the way I am too with this mod, because I knew that power scaling he was gonna be up there, but dude, this character feels powerful in all the right places. His ultimate is incredible, his design is spot on. Great mod overall, and this is from let's see, I think this is from Bojack Temple, is the modding community behind this one. So great job to all you guys. I'm not sure if I have covered one of you guys' mods, like one of the individuals like mods, but I hope that you guys continue to make more stuff like this if this is your first group foray into stuff like this, because this is great and I would definitely like to see more of it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to know when the next episode is coming out. And question of the day, it's actually a pretty simple one, and it has to do with our big golden boy right here. Do you think that we will see, like I was saying a minute ago, do you think that we will see a Golden Cooliza fusion? I think because it's Dragon Ball Heroes that we're talking about, or Super Dragon Ball Heroes, whichever one you want to say, And the whole thing is pretty much just super duper, like, over the top fan service, it almost feels like. I mean, look at what you're looking at right now. I have a feeling that it could happen. I think that it really could. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think about it. If you guys think it will happen, versus also if you guys just want to see it, because maybe a modder will come around and they'll see it and they'll just be all like, people want to see that? Well, guess what? We're going to get right on that shit. But yeah, like I said, in the ending annotations, if you guys want to take a look at more forms of Rick that were in the last episode, take a look at those. Also, I'll have a link to the episode of the Dragon Ball ST pack that has Super Saiyan 4 Caulifla and Kefla is in there as well. And for those of you who saw those episodes, I do intend to actually go back and cover the rest of that pack, because there's at least 1 or 2 more episodes worth of characters for me to cover in there. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you, new people coming in from Instagram. Hope you guys like what I do and everything like that. Don't forget, probably said this again, like, comment, subscribe, know when the next episode's coming out, ring the bell button thing, notifications, all that shiz. This is Stewie signing off. Yeah! That's my sign off, by the way, new Instagram people. Yeah!